Morning, everyone, and welcome to today's Training Tuesday. I am so excited to have with us here today our incredible makeup artist, Jackie Alves, who you guys know is an absolute fan of JAFRA Cosmetics. As you can see in her background, her gorgeous beauty bar, very aptly named. It could not have had a better name. And her beauty bar is stocked full of our beautiful cosmetics, where she makes every single person that walks into that salon feel absolutely gorgeous. From what, Jackie, ages 14 to 114?
Absolutely.
Well, Jackie's here today to show us how to get glam for the holidays. So Jackie, I'm going to go ahead and let you get started with that.
All right. Thank you so much for having me here today. I'm so excited to be with you on JAFRA Cosmetics. And you are right. I'm coming to you live from my beautiful studio here in Arizona where I live. And you can see that we have an actual makeup studio here where I have a full team of makeup artists. And you're right, Carla, that's what we love here is JAFRA Cosmetics. We use it on all of our clients. And I've been a makeup artist for 33 years now. And I have done makeup on face after face after face of real women. And that's one reason I love JAFRA, because it does work so well, like you said, from 14 to 114 and any other age you can come up with. We love using this product. So today I was excited to come to you and bring this fabulous palette. You guys, I'm in love with it. It's so easy to use. It's a talc-free formula. It's such high quality ingredients. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to show you a simple way to use it, because I know when you see all of this, it's like, oh my gosh, like what is up with 57 colors? But really everything goes together so well. I'm going to show you how incredible all of these shades work together regardless of age. I have a YouTube channel where most of my followers are over 50, but we absolutely use these same exact techniques, shades, and methods on our young ladies who come here, even that are going to be flower girls for a wedding. So I'll be able to show you some incredible tips and tricks that you can take with you for every day. So let's get cracking. So right now I just have on a little bit of foundation, and I of course prepped my skin with my wonderful JAFRA Cosmetics skincare. And I use the Royal Revitalized line because it's really safe for my sensitive skin. And then I went ahead and used this incredible serum. And I love to incorporate this into my foundation, you guys. So today I'm using a Royal Radiance foundation because I love a good, healthy glow. And especially this time of year when I'm getting dry and a little bit crusty, because that's what happens to me in the winter. So I love using that serum in conjunction with my foundation. I just pat it on and then I just went to town with my foundation. Now, something I want to show you real quick is how to get some powder right through the middle after you've got your foundation on. And I'm only going to powder through the middle using a compact powder. This is a great matte powder, really basic, good for finish and set. And I'm just going to press right in the middle just to set the foundation that I already have. And I, of course, started with a primer and then went to my foundation all over my entire face. But notice I didn't do my cheeks. I just wanted to set where I have some pretty large pores right there. Now I want to go in with these fabulous blush sticks. These are Radiance blush sticks. And I have Pink Opal and Topaz. And I like to use 2 shades of blush because I like to ombre them a little bit. So it's almost like a contour or a bronzing effect. And I don't know if anybody has seen bronzing is really big. I don't know if you've heard that, but it's blush and bronzer together. So that's sort of what I'm doing, but you can also just use a bronze blush everywhere as a bronzer. So that's really as simple as bronzing is. So sometimes when you see those crazy like YouTube tutorials or TikTok hacks or whatever, and they're like, bronzing is the thing. Just know, friend, that if you've been doing makeup since the 70s like me, you probably already know what bronzing is. You just didn't call it that. So I'm going to go in and just use my foundation brush just to bring this beautiful blush forward. Super simple. And I just wanted to incorporate a little bit of a blush tip for you before I got to that eyeshadow. I'm going to put a little on the tip of my nose. And I'm going to go right above my brow bones, just a tiny, tiny bit. Now, something you'll see me do quite often on YouTube and Facebook live tutorials, other things, is I make a lot of mistakes. You guys know I wear glasses. If you've been watching me for any amount of time, my vision isn't great. My hands aren't as super steady as they used to be. So I love to show easy ways to get your makeup done, but that are forgiving of mistakes. That's the best part. You don't have to be perfect to do any of these looks I'm going to show you. And yeah, I've been a makeup artist for 33 years, but I love showing you things that you can duplicate. So right now I'm going to go in with this light color of eyeshadow here, and they all have names on them, but I don't have my glasses on so that I can do the eyeshadow. So if you want to know what it is, just check out that top left-hand corner, that lightest shade there. It's a nice kind of satin shade. I'm just going to take a little bit with my eyeshadow brush. This is a JAFRA eyeshadow brush, and just apply it from my lashes to my brows and side to side. Now, like I said, this is a great new formula of eyeshadow, really high quality, talc-free, incredible pop of color, but it's so silky smooth, you guys. I haven't felt eyeshadow like this before. It's like rubbing satin against my eyelid. It's just so smooth. You've got to try it to believe it. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to do a really great kind of pink holiday look for you. But remember, the steps that I'm going to show you and the shades that I'm using, you don't have to stick to this one look. You could use it with purple. There's a few great purples in here. There's some other beautiful shades, like some bronzy orange colors, but I'm going to be on the like bronze pink side, almost like rose gold today. But you can absolutely translate this into whatever shades you want to use. So now I'm going to hop over to this kind of orange shade here in the bottom left-hand corner. And I'm going to use my JAFRA crease brush right now, just to pop a little bit in the crease, and you can see how bright that's getting. And now I'm just going to bring it up towards my brow. This looks incredible. I love the way oranges and warm shades, bronze, really pop my blue eyes. And if you've got green eyes, same. If you've got brown eyes that have a little gold in them, that works really well too. So right in the crease, I'll come closer so you can see. And this is why I wanted to do my own face for you today, so I could come really, really close. Because if I had a model for you, I would have to jam my camera into her face so you could see this close. All right, now I'm keeping it darker on the outer corner, bringing it up towards my brow. And as you can see, it fades toward my nose. So much more like definition and depth on those outer corners. These are great tips for hooded lids as well. Now I'm going to take a smaller eyeshadow brush. This is just a kind of little generic smudger brush. And I'm going to go in with this brown shade. It's like a dark cocoa brown. And I'll take a tiny brush because I need to do a smaller area. So just whatever small eyeshadow brush you've got will work. I'm going to bring it down to my lash line and into my crease. And keeping it on the outer corner. I'm doing it really light. I'm not getting real heavy or defined with it. I just want to add a little bit of depth to that outer corner. Now I'll bring it down here to my lash line again, and then just smoke it into my crease. This is a really great technique I use on so many people that come into this beauty bar, you guys. I'm going to go back with that crease brush and add just a little bit more of that second shade, that orangey shade that I was using. just to transition and blend that deeper shade. Now, if you want to go deeper, you can. If you need more depth with that brown shade, go ahead and go for it. Especially if you've got a deeper skin tone, you can really get in there and add some good depth. Now I'm going to go back to that cocoa brown I was using and use it right on the bottom. I just love to use only eyeshadow on the bottom, and I do this for all of my clients because it's softer on that bottom lash line, and it doesn't smudge like an eyeliner might. And I'm just making crazy faces, looking up at the ceiling. The crazier the face, the better the makeup, I always say. All right, I'm just gonna make sure I've got a good amount on that lash line and that it's blending in really nice. Now, this could easily be worn just like this, maybe a little mascara, maybe some eyeliner, then mascara, whatever you like. And these are just almost like matte finish eyeshadows, a little bit on the satin side, but there's no shimmer to them. So really easy, simple, 3 shades I just showed you. But I want to go back and I'm going to add a little bit of glam to this. And I absolutely love that I've got like this kind of copper shade here. I've got a beautiful golden shade that looks really kind of rose gold once I get it on, because there's a little bit of warmth in it. So it's like a beautiful orangey gold. And then I've got a really light gold shade here. So I'm going to use those 3. And yeah, I'm going to use 3 shimmers. And this can work if you have a hooded lid or a mature lid. I'll show you where to place those shades. So I'm going to start with that copper shade first, right in the middle on the bottom lid. So you can see I put it right next to that dark brown. I'll do it on the other side quickly, and I'm just using my ring finger. Now I'll go to the second shimmer shade I showed you that was like more of a gold, like a yellow gold. And I'll put it right next to that copper. And now I'll go to that lighter one. And I'm still just using my ring finger. I'm going to wipe it off quickly though on a Kleenex. And now I'm going to go to that lightest shade of shimmer. There we go. I almost got the wrong one. And I'm going to get it right in the inner corner as close as I can get it to my lash line. So it will really pop that inner corner of my eye, which is great for anyone, but especially being over 50. I love this because it really brightens up that inner corner. And, you know, as we age, sometimes our eyes will dull a little bit. So it's really great to keep them bright and light on that inner corner. You can even add a little bit right here on the inner corner if you like that as well. So I'm going to take my brush one more time just to make sure those are well blended. And now I've got a great eyeshadow look, but I want to show you one more thing that might be daunting to you, and I don't want it to be, is this glitter right here. And it looks almost like it would be a purple glitter, but you guys, I have investigated this thoroughly. This is a great glitter, and it has almost every single shade in the glitter that is in this palette. So you can use that glitter with any shade. So I'm actually going to use it right on top just for a little extra, just to show you how many great things you can do with this palette. I'm just going to put it right on my bottom lid just to add a little extra pop and shimmer. I'll go to the other side. And it can be just as easy as that. Now I have used this with like a glitter primer and even a little tiny bit of lash glue to get it to really stick for a good amount of time. But you don't have to do that if you feel like that's like too permanent, too next level. It's okay, just use your ring finger and plop it in there. Now that I've got some good eyeshadow going, I'm just going to clean up these outer edges real quick, make sure I didn't get any fallout on the outsides. And I'm going to show you how to do a quick eyeliner trick. But first, I did want to share something with you. So JAFRA has a new fragrance called Elixir. And you guys, it's probably one of the most expensive smelling fragrances I've ever used. And I just love to smell like amazing scents when I'm getting ready. Like it almost sets the mood like a candle or music would, like if you're getting ready to go out and you're kind of in the mood, but I may not want to put it directly on yet. So this is what I do for some of my clients here at the beauty bar. I will spray that tissue and let it air out for a quick minute. And then usually I will put a little tissue right here in their shirt so I don't get powder or makeup on their shirt. And sometimes I'll put another one here. But right now I can smell that incredible elixir fragrance. And if I want to change my mind later and wear something different, I can. But it's just like it sets the mood. It makes me feel elegant. It's literally one of the most beautiful fragrances I have ever experienced. So I hope you give it a try. So I'm just going to have it right there, smelling it while I finish. I'm going to do some eyeliner now. And I've got a roll-up eyeliner, which I love because it's really super simple for me to use, more so than a liquid. And it's a gel formula, so it's pretty stay put. And I'm just going to start on the outer corner. And really, really simple. Just fade into my lash line. Now, this technique I'm doing is a little bit of a triangle out here, and then it just goes away. Halfway through my lashes, it just disappeared. So this is really easy if you've got a hooded lid and you're like, why would I even bother with eyeliner? This is a simple way to just get accent on those outer lashes. All right, and remember, I'm making it thick on that outer corner. And this has been dubbed the fat triangle technique, if you've never heard of it, because it's almost like this fat triangle out here. Now I'm going to smudge it with my small eyeshadow brush I was using earlier. I just like to smudge it because then I don't have to get it perfect, you guys. I love that because I do make a lot of mistakes, not on my clients because I can wear my glasses. But on my own face, I make a lot of mistakes. So I like to have foolproof techniques that I can teach you as well. Now I'm going to go in with some mascara. This is my absolute favorite formula. There are lots of mascaras out there, you guys, and you can choose from waterproof, long wear, fiber mascara. But I love this one with this crazy rubber wand on the end because I can really load up my lashes great. So I'm going to get down to the nitty gritty, right where they grow out, you guys. And I'm going to load that product on and pull to the end slowly. You got to be careful and patient with this one. And now just getting a little more on the tips. I'm not going to put too much. I don't want to take up too much time doing this, because I want to get to one other incredible tip that I have for you that I don't want you to miss. All right. A little mascara over here, starting at the root and just glide it out to the tip. Then you can turn your wand up and separate out those lashes. Again, I'm not going to put a lot, and you could even go in with a false lash after this and add a little more depth. Okay, I'll do the bottom. Don't forget to look crazy while you do your mascara. It helps. I'm just kidding, but seriously, when you open your mouth, it helps relax your facial muscles. So it's really a lot of the reason why most of us will be going when we're doing our mascara. All right, so something I want to show you is one of my favorite tips with JAFRA's new eye serum. This has caffeine in it, which is great because just like caffeine will wake us up when we drink it, it wakes up our skin too. So I want to take a little tiny bit of that eye serum. You just need a little bit. I'm going to use my concealer brush. Take about half of it and apply right underneath my eyes. I'm just patting it underneath here. And remember, I didn't bring powder up underneath my eyes. I just did my forehead, nose, and chin, really. So I'm still safe to work with some skincare under here because I didn't cake it up with concealer. I only had on primer and foundation when I started this whole crazy thing. So I'm just patting, I'm letting it dry. It's really going to smooth out that skin. And I use this serum as part of my skincare routine just by itself. But I love to use it in conjunction with makeup. So now I'm going to take a little bit of concealer. Now I have a JAFRA cream concealer, but if you're not a fan of cream concealer, you can use your foundation as concealer. Don't feel like you're obligated to use concealer under your eyes just because that's what people use. I'm going to take a little bit of that. I just like to warm it up on the back of my hand. And now I will grab my concealer brush again and pick up a little bit of that product and go right under my eyes and clean up my eyeshadow. And there we have just a nice kind of finished look without a bunch of product under my eyes. I'll take the rest of that concealer I've got left on the back of my hand and just pat and press, and then just pull that eyeshadow up to sharpen it up. Make sure it's blended well. Now I want to take my foundation brush that I was using for blush, remember, because I used cream blush. I'm just going to back blend a little bit to make sure everything's mixed really well. I don't have like a separation line from that concealer. And now I want to take my powder one more time, because remember I said you can use it for finish and set. And I'll just do a little bit in the middle, on the sides. And now I'll give it a little bit of a swirl to make sure everything is blended and faded really well. And now I'm going to go ahead and do some setting spray. This is just a really great natural finish setting spray. I usually do about 3 sprays. And then I use a fan because it makes me feel bougie, and you should too. And now that look is complete in about 20 minutes. Of course, I already had some foundation on, so that helped it go a little bit faster. And I was talking to you, so that slowed me down a little bit. So I think we evened it out. I think this is a look you could easily complete in about 25 minutes. And it really is beautiful. Of course, holiday, next level, glam. You saw all those things I did with this eyeshadow palette, and you can easily do the same. And you can, like I said, you can use the browns, the purples, the pinks, whatever's in there that you like. And then you can absolutely finish it off with great hair, fabulous crazy earrings, and never forget a sequin jacket. All right. I don't know about you guys, but I think I look pretty darn good for 10 o'clock in the morning. I don't know where I'm going to go, but I might do some glamorous grocery shopping. All right, I want to recap just a little bit for you. Now, remember, I told you I had already had my foundation on, and I used that wonderful Radiance foundation that I love because it gives me a great, like, dewy finish, really healthy glow. I used it with my JAFRA BioLab Facial Serum. I did a little bit of powder through the middle. I did 2 shades of blush to get that ombre look. And then I went to my eyeshadow palette. Now that I have my glasses on, I can tell you that I used the shade Sparkle, and then Festive, and then Infinite. So Sparkle, Festive, and Infinite. And then remember, I went back and did those 3 shades of shimmer from darkest, medium, light across that bottom lid, really keeping that beautiful shimmer on the inner corner. And I did some of that dark brown on the bottom. But just to show you how incredibly versatile this palette is, I even used that glitter over all of the brown and bronze that I've got going on. So that glitter is incredible. Like I said, it's got a little bit of every shade in it. So you can use it with that entire palette. Don't feel intimidated by it. So a lot of fun using this new Celebration palette by JAFRA that I love. Super high quality, so versatile, and really large. You guys will be using this for a really long time. I seriously doubt you're going to run out of it anytime soon. So you have a lot of occasions to enjoy it. Well, that's all I have for you today, everyone. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you get your hands on one of those new JAFRA Celebration eyeshadow palettes. And I hope you know that I appreciate and love each one of you. you.